Why does your breath smell like birdseed?
Would you like some edible red dirt, my fellow king?
When people ask me about like a rap album, man, I would love a rap album. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Absolute garbage. 0 out of 10. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that you're making it, Andre 3000. I hate that you're doing what you love right now. All right. Go do something you hate, like rapping. All right.
Greetings. May I have a half-calf, decaf, mint mocha latte, foam on the bottom, served in a flower vase, and if y'all got some green food coloring back there, throw it in.
Andre 3000!
In the flesh.
Big Boy is right over there! Big Boy!
Bitch, I'm trying to read a book.
Stankonia is 25 years old, man, and that makes me feel really old, but it is their best commercially viable project to date, really, and at the time, it really put them on, made them legendary in terms of that. We got bangers on here, Miss Jackson, B.O.B., Gasoline. We got a bunch of bangers on here, singles that just are completely fire, will melt your brains. And then we got these horrible interludes. I can't stand these interludes. These changed my whole mind about making interludes in general for the upcoming Sand City 2 album that me and Sand Raptor, who recommended this for me to review this, it changed my whole mind. Like, no, we got to cut down on interludes. We got to make them short and sweet. We got to do something to make it listenable. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the hardest part for my upcoming projects. But yeah, this is going to be, this was a wild ride. Listen to this again because I went back and listened to every OutKast album, including Love Below and Speaker Box and Idlewild as well. And I came to the conclusion that the Love Below is my favorite OutKast album. If we're considering just the Love Below as one, that's my favorite OutKast album. Speaker Box bundled this too long. You know, Idlewild got some bangers on it. The most slept on album along with Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music. But Morris Brown on Idlewild, dope. Go check it out. It's got some real dope hits on there, you know. In Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music, you know, Crumbling Herb, check that out on there, you know. The other stuff is, there's no bad OutKast album, you know, but Stankonia, I thought this is going to be boom up here. It is considered one of my top albums of all time. And not just duos either. Like, and if they're not in your top 10 duos, y'all, you are sleeping on OutKast. Okay, they better be. All right, along with Red and Meth or whoever you want to put else on there, but OutKast got to be on there. Okay, so like, yeah, it is what it is, man. I really feel that this is going to be a 10 out of 10, and it wasn't for me. Interludes lowered it, bam, to a 9. And then tracks like Call Before You Come on Stankonia also lowered it to, and Stankonia, the title track, you know, this is not something I skip. This is the last song on the album, not really going with the album, in my opinion. So that lowered it to an 8 for me. I was like, man, this is a high 8, really? I thought this was a 10 out of 10. And it really isn't, you know. It's like an 8 out of 10 for me after listening to it 25 years later. Back then it was 10 out of 10, but I have to come to terms with that. I still can't believe it because this was really considered one of my best albums, one of my top albums of all time, you know. So that's crazy to me. Somewhere along the way, Andre 3000 and Big Boy kind of drifted off slowly. They gave us Idlewild before they slowly drifted apart in 2006.
Happening with...
Man, what the fuck happened, man?
What you talking about?
We used to be somebody, man. We used to be a team. We was on top. Then you went and lost your fucking mind.
But before that, we end up getting the Love Below and Speaker Box in 2002, and 2000 was Stankonia. So right after their commercial success, just 2 projects and then dipped, and it kind of made it feel like, oh, I want more, you know? I want more of OutKast, and that's probably why they have this mystery around Andre 3000, because he dipped off the face of the earth for years, and then came back making piano and flute music, that piano album is horrible.
I got a new idea for an album, man. It's gonna be just the sound of screeching metal, and then only one spoken word per track.
Cool.
Absolute garbage. 0 out of 10. I hate it. I hate that you're making it, Andre 3000. I hate that you're doing what you love right now. All right, go do something you hate, like rapping. All right.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I got an appointment right now to go get fitted for a toga.
You gotta go.
You know, but like I really feel that Andre just needs to get back rapping, man. But he doesn't have that drive, doesn't have that someone pushing him. That's why when he's rapping with someone, they're pushing him to rap. You know what I'm saying? So he does features every once in a while, and the features are some of the most fire stuff he's brought out, you know? So he's brought out literally verses that had just melted people's brains when he came out with. And even, you know, on Kanye West's album Donda, where he was almost going to be left off of Donda because he swore. And Kanye goes up to Andre like, hey, you can't swear on this album, you know? This album's from my mother. And so he said, oh, okay, this take my verse off. I was like, take your verse off? He's like, yeah, take my verse off then. And he said it so casually. Kanye was like flabbergasted. He was like, you know, if you got a feature from Andre 3000, you know you're not going to take that verse off. But he really was. And I think someone ended up adding it on there last minute, and one of the producers. And so that's why we got Andre 3000 on Donda, which is great because I'm glad that someone snuck that in there against Kanye's will or whatever. So I'm glad we got that because the Andre features have been crazy over the years. And so we just all have to appreciate that. If you take all his features and put that on one thing, that would be a fire album. I'm sorry. I take that back, all right? Take that back. It's at least a 3 out of 10. But I did hear some of the flute music he was doing, and I thought that was okay. You know, I wasn't like, oh, this is good, but I was like, okay, it isn't horrible. But yeah. OutKast, man, their legendary hip hop Southern influences, you know, the basement where they rapped really brought forth so many hip hop projects, you know.
Being from New York, managing OutKast at the time, first of all, there was a complete language barrier. I know what the fuck nobody was talking about sitting around the dungeon with all the niggas. I sit in the room some days with all of them and be looking around like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, but okay, we'll figure it out later because it was just a different like language, really, like you, especially not this TV version. Yeah, I'm saying not this TV version y'all saw. Like I'm talking about the the ONP when them niggas was talking like just the words blur. Like I didn't know what the hell nobody was talking about.
Shit got down with the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did you say 3 things?
Yeah.
You just like, did y'all just say 3 things? And then periodically you hear "fuck New York." You be like,
heard that loud and clear. Wait, hold on now.
Like, I know I heard "fuck New York" somewhere in here.
Big Boy is legendary. I feel like Big Boy doesn't get the credit he deserves because put him against a lot of MCs, man, he'll eat him alive, you know? So OutKast's influence stretches so wide and far beyond that you almost can't comprehend because Southern hip-hop, they're the biggest influence, I feel, in Southern hip-hop, you know? Them accepting that Grammy and then getting on stage and literally saying the South got something to say, that reverberated around the whole world and showed that other people can do hip hop, not just East, not just West Coast, you know, everybody could do hip hop. And that's what really expanded it. And then the South went on to take over the game for the better part of a whole decade.
But it's like this though. I'm tired of folks, you know what I'm saying? The closed-minded folks, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got a demo tape and nobody want to hear it, but it's like this, the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
And hip-hop artists, Sleepy Brown, CeeLo, even I think Future might come from some weird way from the basement, some way, somehow connected to that. So even artists today, you can trickle back to that little basement dungeon they would... they call it the dungeon and basement. Either way, it trickles back to that, you know. So I love that about it, and I love that that they're like the biggest influence of all time in terms of Southern hip hop. Because when they won that Grammy and said the South got something to say, that reverberated throughout the whole world, you know, and taught everybody can do hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But when Big Boy and Andre really split apart and started drifting off, you know, it really stems from this album, really. You know, Andre started wearing turbans and started wearing weird stuff. I think even before this, maybe Equimanize when he started doing that. But like one day, you know, it stems from one one thing, and that is Erykah Badu, my friend. If you start dating Erykah Badu, you come out wearing dashikis, turbans, all kinds of weird clothes. You come out, you know, you come out a different you, apparently. She got that good, you know what I'm talking about? So it will change you. That's what happened, man. This is all Erykah Badu's fault. That's why you ain't got another Andre 3000 project right there.
Like she was waiting on me at the door. All right, that's it. Let me get up out of here. Damn, bro, that was quick. What you about to do? She finally letting me come through, dog. Who? Erykah Badu. No, don't do it, Slim. Why not? Cause, young, she gonna have you acting different. And that Baduism is no joke, dog. Look at Common, look at Andre. Man, please, I'm a real nigga, dog. Can't nobody change me. Man, look, bruh, I'm telling you, you gonna be, too late. Damn. Peace and blessings, my brother, peace and blessings. How you get a dashiki on that fad? This don't look fly, right? Frank Lucas. Najee Rambi. Damn, bro, yesterday you was a gangster, you was a pimp. What happened that phase? Would you like some edible red dirt, my fellow king?
It's all her fault. So, but yeah, listening to, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, when Erykah Badu first heard that, she did not like it because of Big Boy's verse, and Big Boy talking about all kinds of wild stuff on there, from child protection and you know, just all these like drama going on in relationships. She's like, oh but when she heard Andre's verse, she was like softened up a little bit, because that one was about, you know, all the stuff they have gone through, and that, you know, they're always still gonna love each other in some way, you know, he's always gonna be there for the kid, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you have a happy co-parenting even after you get a divorce or a breakup or whatever. So but yeah, shouts to them. But I do feel that Andre 3000 needs to make some music still, okay? Because if you tally up all his features, there's a lot of them. You can take those and that'd be a fire album right there. But he only gets inspiration, when he is working with another artist. You know, and that's from working with Big Boy for so long and working with other people, being surrounded by artists in the basement or dungeon. And then, you know,
Big Boy's always been kind of like the cheerleader. Like I remember before our first album came out, our first showcase, people didn't like us, you know, and we got the feedback from that showcase when all labels would come and you would do your act. And, you know, it's kind of funny to think about it now. But we got word that, you know, some feedback was, they're okay, they're not stars. You know, that was the feedback. And so at that point, I remember we were kind of sad. We were at the dungeon, and I was like, oh, well, shit, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do this art thing like I always, like I thought I'd be drawing and paint. Like that's what I started doing. So the plan was like, all right, well, I'm just going to art school now. You know, this rap thing is not working. And so Big Boy is kind of the person like, no, man, we done came this far. Let's do it. So that value, importance in my life and career.
The inspiration ain't there, y'all, which is crazy, because Big Boy sitting there like making his own albums, which are fire, by the way. A lot of Big Boy's solo projects have been dope, and I'm very happy he's still going, and he's working with bands and stuff, and he's doing his own music in his own way, really dropping classics under the radar now, you know? So him going solo on his own just doesn't happen. I mean, other than The Love Below, which is my favorite OutKast album to date.
I don't necessarily like looking back, and I wouldn't want to be in a place where I'm doing it on some, just because I'm trying to meet an expectation. Like, right. I didn't get into OutKast for that, you know.
Yeah.
We were just kids, like, trying to see how far we could take it.
You went a lot further than a lot of people thought.
Yeah. When people ask me about like a rap album, man, I would love a rap album. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I want to be with you when I'm really on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why do you think you're not on it?
That I have no idea. I write down ideas and lyrics all the time.
You do?
And maybe I hadn't found a music that's inspiring enough for me to want to write raps to, or maybe I got to find a new way to rap. If I don't feel like I'm doing something, it don't matter to me.
Let me know what y'all favorite OutKast album is. Mine is The Love Below. If you don't count that as an OutKast album, then I would have to say probably Ooh, I guess I'll go with Stankonia. I don't want to go with Stankonia, though, after listening to it now. I mean, it is still a 8 out of 10 for me, but maybe Aquemini might go up in my book now. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about that, man. The 25th anniversary of Stankonia, the album release. They're going to release the 25th anniversary of that album with deluxe stuff on it. Is going to be released at the end of this month, y'all, so be sure to check that out. I was going to wait to do this video for that, but hey, Sin Raptor calls and I answer, all right? Deuces.
You leaving me, that's a... Don't do it.
May Eros, Artemis, and Apollo guide you through your musical journey.
Nigga, what? Why does your breath smell like birdseed?
Say bye. Say bye, Hootie. Say bye. Let them see your wings. 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 Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Straight like that. Fuck you talking about.
Thank you.